Hello, everyone, and welcome to SystemFlow 1.3. This is our biggest release up to date, and it's packed to the brim with greatness. So, you have new components, a lot of new components, like a lot of new components. And also, we have some important changes to the styling of SystemFlow. So, we refreshed the styling so that it reflects the newest trends in design and is really, really nice and clean so that you can create even better and better looking websites. So, what has changed? You can see it in our modified changelog, and also we have some fixes, and also we have SystemFlow for Figma, and also we have some live components, and I'm going to show you all of that in a second. So before I show you the components, let me express how in love I am with the rounded corners that we've implemented. So we were so inspired by Webflow showing this bold text feature on the no-code cons that we just couldn't help ourselves to create rounded corners throughout SystemFlow. And now you can see rounded corners everywhere on buttons, on sections, on all of the components. And we've experimented with so many different variations like 2 pixels and 4 pixels and 6 and even 8 and 10. And we've decided that we're going to stick with the perfect 6 pixel radius for the corners of our components. And now you can see it throughout the framework. I really love it. And the second favorite thing of mine is dynamic metrics. So we've spent a lot of time thinking on how this perfect paragraph should look like on different devices, in different sizes, in various situations in our components. And we applied this rather sophisticated formula of dynamic metrics for interfont so that we have really solid paragraphs. We basically changed all of the font sizes. Those are slight changes. We made a little changes to headings, to different versions of the headings, and also the baseline height for the font. We've changed it slightly, but we made all of those changes so that the design is now much more modern, and also it's much more solid and clean. So I hope that you appreciate all of those small changes that we've made and implemented to the framework. The thing is, they really add up to something that is much more fresh and modern. Let me show you components right now. So here are all of the new components in Webflow. We have a lot of different new components. We have sliders, we have mega menus, we have new pricing sections. Everything is, as you can see, looking a little bit better, a little bit more solid, and the spacings are better, the font sizes are better. This is all through the iterations that we made. So, for example, we have this slider component in here for hero. We can switch or click in here. We have some other hero components that are below, and also the mega menu component in two different versions and also two different colors. So we have dark and light version for mega menu. This is the second one. The first one is only with links. We've also implemented some nice addition to pricing. You can switch. So we have this another component that is a pretty nice switch that you can use, for example, for your pricing tables. And here you can also use the one with icons and a little bit more pricing component that we've implemented as well. Here are frequently asked questions without the borders, just a new component that we have. And also we have free colors for the CTA components that we've implemented. You can select whatever color you want. Here we have some new sections for cards. Those are sections that you might want to use, let's say, for a blog. You can feature some articles in those sections, pretty nice. Also, new feature section left and right with the image and some heading and paragraph below the image. Here you have the same sections but with the switch. It's pretty cool. We have a few versions of those as well, and some new feature sections that you might want to use as well. So really, really cool components that we have here. We've also created some components with the CountUp live components, and this is built on top of the CountUp. And also we made a slight change to CountUp so that now it basically starts when you scroll this component in view. Then we have also the feature section with testimonial, and quite a lot of new small components. For example, we have the stack component with all of its states, so default, primary, secondary, success, warning, error, info. We also have the drop-down link with the component, so this is the drop-down item. And we have this select and search and also filter. And those are all live components that we've added. So we've added 4 new live components. Those are multiple select, age verification, card search, and card filter. especially cool ones are the ones that will allow you to search in the cards, and also you can filter the cards. So for example, you have this multiple select component. It's fueled with some JavaScript code, and it will let you just select different choices and then delete those choices like that. And we've used this component, for example, to filter the cards. You can just filter those, for example, by taglines, but you can also use this component to filter by some other properties. And it's enough to address the class name that you're searching within. And then you can easily apply this kind of filter. So this is pretty cool. And also the card search component. So we have dynamic search component, dynamic HTML search component. So it will search inside of the card. So for example, if you search for potatoes, then it will automatically highlight the phrase that you're searching for and obviously limit the results to the specific card that you're looking for. So these are pretty nice. And also we have this age verification component. So when you put this live component on any page, it will automatically display a little pop-up that will verify the age of the person that's viewing your site. So let me show you how it works. I just republished the page with this component, and here you'll have to just provide the year and month and day, and when the verification is complete and it's okay, then it will let you see the page, so it will basically disappear. And this is just the beginning of the verification components that we want to implement into SystemFlow. So this is a simple verification of the age of a particular person. However, what you can do with this component is limitless in terms of having this gated content, but really simple gated content. And Webflow basically allows you to just create a password protected website so that no one without this one set password can enter the page, but it's very, very limited. So what we want to do on top of that is we basically want to have a verification system for, okay, birthday now, but in future we want to be able to verify licenses, or maybe some special codes that you provide for your users. And anything like this can be verified with this little component, and in the future we'll implement more verification options. So this is obviously only front-end verification. It's not super secure or safe, but for most use cases, it's probably enough. On top of that, we obviously have everything mapped in Figma so that you have a new SystemFlow 1.3 license with Figma, and you'll have all the things that we've changed in here. Let me switch to, let's say, hero sections. Everything is mapped in there. We've also added a few new components to Figma as well, and you can easily experiment with the framework and prototype with Figma with all the new components, and then you can switch right to Webflow to just transfer this page. And by the way, I really encourage you to check out the new website for SystemFlow, because we've made an entirely new website for SystemFlow 1.3, and we've also made a blog, and on this blog you'll find the post that will let you learn how to automate the transition from Figma to Webflow. And we have a really cool automation that will help you to translate and transfer all of the colors and components and everything that you just prototype in Figma. With one click, you can now bring it to Webflow, and guess what? We have it on the blog. So please make sure you check this out. And I really can't stress enough how happy and how excited we are about SystemFlow 1.3 going to you guys, because we know how it already helps us in just creating websites faster than ever before. So I'm really proud of the release that we have, and it's a huge milestone for us. Hope that you will use it. And if you use it, make sure you check out our website and showcase and submit the works that you do with SystemFlow, the websites, to our showcase. We'll be really happy to have them on our page, and also to give you a shout out on our social media. So thanks a lot, guys, and see you on systemflow.co.